Welcome to Game Time at 734 Games, and this is your host Tom, coming to you with a game that's been out for a little while. I'm playing the second best version of this game, and the reason this is one of the better versions of this game is that this game has something the original version didn't have, and that is a single player that you don't have to have an online connection to play. And let's get started.
And at the end of days, the first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Now that I've given you that taste of the awesome presentation from Blizzard Entertainment, let's just talk about Diablo 3. Now, Diablo 3 came out on the PC, and when it came out on the PC, I had the PC version. I got the PC version, and there were some issues with it, like you had to wait in a queue to play the game because you were required to have an online connection. And I did have an online connection, but there were so many people trying to play the PC version that I couldn't get on, and they had a queue. Now, when the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 came out, Sony and Microsoft did not allow Blizzard to require an online connection to play the single-player components in the game. So what happened was you had a bad game that you could just, put in your system and play. So that makes the console versions a much better deal. So if you have a choice between the PC version and the console version, don't get the PC version. Because once the servers go down, you're not really going to be able to play it very much. And Diablo 4 is coming out. I mean, it's probably ways off. And I'm sure the servers are going to stay up at Blizzard for a long time. But, if you're somebody who wants to keep a game for a long time, then that's the way to go. Now, as far as this version being the second best, this is a PlayStation 4 version. Playing it on a PS Pro. Highest resolution I'm going to get is 1600. On the 1X and Series X, you're going to get 4K, and then, of course, the Series X is going to add HDR support to it, to all the games. So that's kind of a cool little feature that you have over there on the Xbox. I don't have this game for Xbox. That's why I'm playing it on the PlayStation 4. When I picked this game up on the console, I had a PlayStation 4 and not an Xbox at the time, so I picked this game up. I had an Xbox One. I might have had an Xbox One X, but I had a lot of trouble with my first Xbox One X. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that happen. Anyway, Diablo 3 is a really good game. It's probably I picked this game up for $20. You pick it up for $20 now, and you get all the DLC that came with it and everything. So you get basically the whole experience. And you're seeing the Necromancer character there. At first, I didn't understand how to use him. And basically, he destroys enemies and creates necro bombs. And then later on, I guess he can maybe have revive bad guys and have them fight for him and stuff. But I haven't gotten that far with that character because it's a new character. Now I've played through this game fully on the PC, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was an awesome game. It's a little bit different. The menu system is a lot different with the consoles, though, and that's kind of weird. And it's interesting. Like on the PC, I played with the monk, and that was pretty cool. I really like doing that, going through. He's kind of a visceral character. He's more of a up close striker. As in this game, I'm playing with the Necromancer is more of a long range fighter. And I did play. I did play with the one of the other characters. I think he was like a Crusader or something. I used that character, and I played a little bit with that character as well. And I mean, all the characters have their own attributes, and I really like that. If you play it with a different character, I wouldn't say it's like playing a completely different game, but it changes the story a lot, and all the characters have their own dialogue and personalities and their own attributes. So the mechanics are different for each character. So I really enjoy that, and that's one thing I really like about this game. So it is a good value. I mean, I don't know. I could talk about Blizzard and why Diablo 4 should have been out by now, but this is about Diablo 3, and Diablo 3 is a well-crafted piece of code. So you should definitely pick up Diablo 3 if you're looking for a game. I mean, obviously you can go play Path of Exile for free, but if you're gonna pay for a AAA game, and I would say that, I mean, Path of Exile is great, but Diablo is just that AAA experience all over. And definitely, if you got an Xbox One X or you're getting a Series X, then definitely pick this game up for that system. I would say PC. PC is always the best experience, except with this game because it requires an online connection just to log on to the single player. And I don't understand why they went that route, but they did. And that was one of the things I really hated about this game, and I had a lot of problems with it. Especially when that launch of this game, it was really rough. So that's pretty much it for this episode of Game Time. This is your host Tom signing off from Game Time and 734 Games, where gaming is alive.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this wedge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Cave! Back to your graves! Thank you, but why did you risk yourself for me?
I believe we can aid each other. Your niece told me you were here.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star